Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. So don't mind my hair, like it is a hot mess today, honestly. I just didn't feel like washing it and I was like, you know what, I'll just curl it, it'll look good. It didn't look good, it looked like a greasy mess, so we're rocking a low pony right now, but that's okay. That is okay. So for today's video, I wanted to do like my current beauty favorites. I do have a few things here that I want to share with you guys that I've spoke about before, a few things that I have been loving, a few things that like I've always liked, but more recently I've realized how much I love them, stuff like that. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and let's jump into the video. So the first product I want to talk about, I think I have spoke about this before on my channel, I'm like 99% sure. This is the Belif Aqua Balm Hydrating Toner. Now I have loved this for probably a little bit over a year now, but over the past like few weeks I've really realized how much I love this stuff. Like I was like toning my face, so I started like putting on my serums while my face is still wet. Before I used to think it was like it didn't work, but watching more like skincare people on TikTok and stuff, they would like always apply like your serums and your moisturizers like while your face is still damp, so it like can absorb into your skin. So that's what I've been doing and I love this stuff. It gives such a nice hydrating layer without like leaving a layer on your skin, if that makes sense. Like it makes your skin feel really hydrated, but it doesn't feel like a film. You know how sometimes like if you take off your makeup with like micellar water, or if you put like a certain toner on your face, it can kind of leave like that film. This doesn't do that, and I just love the hydration that it provides. It's so freaking good. I use it morning and night, and I have just been obsessing over it, and it's just so good. So if you were on the drier side and you need a good hydrating toner, check that out. So up next, I'm not sure if I've spoke about this in a favorites video. I honestly don't remember the last time I did a favorites video. So here we are, but this is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, the Hollywood Flawless Filter thing. I have the mini size and I'm pretty much like almost out of it, but you guys, I love this stuff. This stuff is great for no makeup days, for just wearing underneath your skin, using as a highlight. Like I wear this so many different types of ways. I even wear it as like an eyeshadow from time to time. If I want like a creamy, like shiny base, I will use this. I'll use it under my skin as like a primer. I'll just use it on my skin when I have nothing else on. Like this is so versatile and I love this so much. So I wanted to speak about it quickly. I am going to go ahead and buy the bigger size because I run out of this thing so fast because of how much I love it. So if you were into like no makeup looks, or you just want like a glow, definitely check this out. I think it's so frigging worth it. I've been using this next product every single time I do my makeup. Like pretty much 99% of the time I'm using this product. This is the Jaclyn Cosmetics, the the blush and bronzer duo in Pick Me Up and Oh Honey. First of all, this packaging is gorgeous, and then this is what the shades look like. This blush is like the perfect like pinky, just beautiful blush, and then this bronzer gives you a beautiful warmth without you looking like too orange or too warm. It just gives you like, I'm wearing it on my skin today. As you can see, it just warms up the face so nice, and it doesn't skip on your skin, and it's just such a smooth formula. Both of them are really smooth and I love them. I use them all the time. This packaging is beautiful, but it is kind of bulky, but I don't mind that because the formula inside is just so good. So if you guys can still get your hands on this, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's like a permanent in her collection. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, definitely check them out because they are so good, and she has so many different shades. This is a drugstore concealer. This concealer I saw all over TikTok, I saw on YouTube, and I was like, I need to try it. It's $4, like I need to try this. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Last Incognito Concealer. You guys, you don't know what you're missing if you do not go and purchase this concealer. For a drugstore concealer, it probably is like my favorite. It's full coverage, it's long wearing, it makes your under eyes just look so smooth, and I love it. And I think it was like $3, $4, or $5. I have two different shades because the lightest shade was too light and the darker shade was too dark, so I had to like mix them together because I couldn't find my perfect shade. But I do love these so much. I love the like even the packaging is amazing. I think it's great. But the formula itself, if you need a good everyday on a budget concealer, check out that concealer because it's so good, and it's not drying, but it's not like overly hydrating. It's like the perfect like in between, and I just really appreciate that. Sticking with concealers, this is the Tarte Shape Tape Ultra Creamy Concealer. You guys, when I first tried this, I was like, okay, like this is an okay concealer, and then the more that I used it, I did love it. The one thing I do want to say though is that if you don't set this properly, it will crease. Like one day I didn't set it for like too long. I just kind of put powder on there and like kept it moving, but in like an hour, 2 hours, I had a big old crease right here, and I was like, I need to set this a little bit better. So definitely be mindful with this. If you are oily skin, you may want to stay away from this. If you're more on the drier to normal side like me, you probably will love this. You just have to make sure that you do set it really, really good, because if you don't, then you're going to be a creasy mess, girl. So make sure you set that concealer real good. Speaking of setting powders, this powder has come back into my life and I am so thankful for it. This is the Colourpop No Filter Loose Setting Powder. I did just speak about this on my, what video was it? In my full face of Colourpop video, the one that I just posted. And I used to love this powder like years ago when it first came out. It was like the only powder that I used. It was just like I couldn't get away from it. It was the only one that I used. And then of course, as more powders came out, I started to try different powders and whatnot. So this kind of got like lost in the shuffle. So when I repurchased it, I was like, I really hope I love it as much as I did. And I do. It is a powder that I used today to set underneath my eyes. And you guys, it's just a great powder. And I think it's like $7. This packaging though, I'm not sure, because as I'm talking and like moving this around, it's getting powder everywhere. So I don't know what's going on with the packaging here. But aside from that, the formula is amazing. It's not drying. It does, if I remember correctly from when I used to use it a few years ago, it does give a white cast, but I haven't like tested it out. But I mean, I really only use it in the daytime. So if you're not gonna be taking flash photography, you should be just fine. But I think it's like $8 and it's a great powder, so definitely check it out if you need a good affordable setting powder. So up next is a mascara. This is the e.l.f. Lash It Loud Volumizing Mascara. Honestly, the only reason I picked this up in Ulta is because the packaging is really what sold me on it. There was just something about it and I was like, I liked like the rose gold and the black. Let me see what this is all about. So I picked it up and I frigging love it. It has become like my new everyday, I keep wanting to say concealer, everyday mascara. It's so good. The one thing I do want to say though is, let me show you guys the applicator. So this type of applicator, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of like rubberized. That's like the best way that I can describe it. If you get this underneath your lashes, in your eye, girl, you will be crying for days. You know how many times I'm like in a rush, like going to work in the morning and I'm like throwing it on and then I just kind of stab myself like right under here. You guys know that pain, right? I'm sure some of you have experienced that before, but that is a pain like no other. So be very, very mindful of that, because since this is a larger applicator, the stabbing is real and it will really hurt your eye. So just be careful when you're putting this on. Don't be like me and don't be in a rush, okay? Because I have done it one too many times and clearly I've not learned my lesson. But yeah, I think it was like $3 for this mascara. So super, super good deal. Really black, really volumizing, and it's great. Just be careful. Don't like stab your eye out, okay? This next product pains me to talk about. Like it pains me inside because I don't want it to be a limited edition item, even though I know that it is limited edition. Like I really pray in my heart of hearts that they keep it or they like at least bring it back at some point. This is the WandaVision Marvel Studios Ulta Beauty Wing Liner Stamp Duo. So this is just the stamp part of it. So in the, like, when you purchase this, you'll get this stamp and then you'll get a liner that comes with it too. I don't use the liner. I just use my go-to liners that I always use. But you guys, this stamp, now I love the Kaja wing stamp. Like that is what really taught me how to do wing liner on my own. But this wing, it's what I use today to do my wing. And do you see how long that wing is? Like, I mean, you can always customize it if you want it to be like a little bit different, of course. But I just kind of stamp it and like go about my day. And this wing stamp is so much longer, I don't know if you guys will be able to tell, than the Kaja Wink one. And it's so good. The Kaja Wink one is really good too, but I like this one better because of the shape of the wing. I think the wing is like the perfect like flick. The Kaja one, it's kind of like really small and you have to like really work and make it look a little bit better. But I mean, come on, that wing looks, come on, it looks good, right guys? I think it looks amazing and I really appreciate this because it cuts my liner time in half. So if you guys can still find this in your Ulta, like I know that it's probably sold out and probably never coming back, which is so sad. But if you guys can find it, I think it was like $12, so super, super worth it. I love that so much. Okay, so this next product is from NYX. This is the Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. I got mine in the shade Ash Brown. So I saw this on TikTok. I mean, I see 90% of the things that I buy on TikTok these days. So I saw this on TikTok and it's just like a little like flick. So I'll show you. You just kind of like flick and like that's it. This is great for those days where you don't want to like do any makeup and you just kind of want to like fill in your brows. Like, so today I did like a brow pencil out here and then in the front of my brows I just kind of flicked this in the front, and that was really it. You do have to be careful because if you flick or if you put too much, you won't be able to move it around the same way that you can with like a brow pencil because it is a liquid, so you do have to be mindful of that. But other than that, this is great for even if you want to do it like how I did my brows today, or if you just kind of want to like throw a little bit in your brows and then be good to go. I think this is great. I think this is awesome. So definitely check that out. So up next is probably the most controversial, loved and hated foundation on TikTok right now. This is the KVD Good Apple Balm foundation. So I picked this up because I saw all over TikTok. If you guys haven't seen this on TikTok, I'm sure you've seen it somewhere, Instagram, YouTube, somewhere you've seen this foundation because I feel like it's still everywhere. Like everybody is still talking about it. So I feel like half of the people hate it and half of the people love it. I'm the half of the people that love it. It is a preference type of foundation. Not everybody's gonna love this. It's not for every skin type at all. I do have normal to dry skin, so this does work for me. It does dry down to a matte finish, but I just think the application is beautiful. The coverage is beautiful. The lasting power, like this thing lasts. Like I wore this in the sun, I wore this with a mask, I wore this so many different times and it lasts a really, really good time. But if you are on the oily side, you may not like it. And if you are, in my opinion, I feel like if you're on the really, really dry side, you also may not like this. But for me, it worked beautifully and I'm so happy that I purchased it. I think it is a great, great foundation. I do wish that you got a little bit more because if you can see, you don't get that much in here. This is $38, so it is pretty expensive. The one thing I will say though is you don't need a lot. So you just kind of gotta like wipe your brush in it once and then just apply it and you can kind of get your whole face. So I highly, highly recommend this if you guys are interested. Make sure that you check it out if you have like normal to dry skin. I'm sure, well, I hope that you'll like it. Last product, I'm pretty sure you can still get it on her website. This is the KKW Valentine's Day perfume thing. I think this is the rose gold one. This is what it looks like. I smelled this perfume. Oh my god, it smells so good. In Ulta, and I've worn it a few times. Like I don't like to wear it a lot because it is such a beautiful, beautiful perfume. But the times that I have worn it this month, you guys, it lasts so frigging long. Like I'll just be throughout the day and I'll just get like a whiff of it and I'm like, like I've had it on for like 8 hours and I'm still smelling it. And even clothes that like I wear that day and I just kind of like throw them and then when I pick them up again, I still smell this perfume. And it's only a toilette. It's not even a perfume. So for a toilette to smell this good, that is amazing. I'm pretty sure, like I said, you can still get this one online. This is the rose gold one. I also have the gold one, which is another good one. That is more like vanilla-y. This is more like strong and like womanly, if that makes sense. This is like a night out type of perfume. It's so freaking good. So I love it. And it's honestly not that expensive. I think this little thing was like 30 bucks. So not that bad considering. It's really, really cute. It smells good and it lasts a really long time. So if you guys can still get your hands on this, definitely check it out because I don't think you'll be disappointed. Hey guys, that is all I have for you in today's video. Let me know if you guys have tried any of these products. If you like any of these products, what your current favorites are, I would love to know. But yeah, so as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys did enjoy. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and to subscribe, and I will hopefully catch you guys in my next video. Bye.